morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ovi and you're watching a Missionary's Tale, where I'm showing you our life and ministry here in Malawi, Africa. Up until this point, a lot of my videos have been about the ministry, but also we have to live here, and like we like to say, living here takes a lot of time. That is because things that you would usually do maybe in your country that would go fast, or somebody would do it for you, we have to do it ourselves most of the time here. Well, today we are changing the oil and the oil filter on my car. So I'm right here outside, and I just want to record this and share it with you. I do a lot of the service on our vehicles, our vehicle or the ministry vehicles myself. That is because here in our little town of Zomba, let's just say I wouldn't necessarily give it to anybody else to do it. And the best option would be to go to another town in Blantyre. That is where Toyota dealership, for example, is. And that will be like a 2-day deal. Basically, I'll have to take it today and pick it up tomorrow, and that's time and money going there and coming back and waiting, and of course it's much more expensive. So I find it always easier whenever we do go to Blantyre for shopping, just stop at the dealership, pick up the filters, pick up the oil, pick up whatever I need, and then whenever I have some free time, it usually takes me, I don't know, an hour, maximum 2 hours if I have issues with something, to do the service, and I know it's done right way, and I always do it myself. Like I said, every time when I change the oil here in Malawi, I do it every 5,000 kilometers, or I believe that's 3,000 miles. I'll post it on the screen here. I do it because the roads here are bad. The air is contaminated with a lot of dust. I'm not sure the quality of the oil and the filters here in Malawi. They might be good. I'm not sure about that. So just to be on the safe side and to protect the life of the engine of my car, I like to do it as often as that. And this ensures, in my opinion, that I get to use the car for as long as possible. That is because we're trying to be responsible for what the Lord has given us, and I don't want to have to change the car sooner than is necessary. So enough with the talking, let's do this. But before that, I want to show you what's here next to me. There you have it. That's our truck. This morning Stanley and Samuel went to the market again, and we bought what I believe to be again 40 bags of corn. And tomorrow our time, I think it's already past by the time you're watching this, but tomorrow our time we'll be going to Mpupu, and of course I'll do a video with that as well. And we are going to pass out this corn to the people in need there. The corn is right here under the shed. Guess why? You guessed it, because of the monkeys. We usually park the truck over there, further outside the fence here, but yes, we do have a lot of baboons and a lot of monkeys coming over here and ripping through the bags and stealing them. So we're trying to keep it safe until we can pass it to the people. But enough said, my car is here. Let us do it. Let us change the oil next. Alright, so as we do this, I just want to add, of course, I'm not a professional. I might be doing some things wrong, but this is how I've been doing it for a very, very long time. So, you know, this is just my opinion and my way of doing things. Okie dokie, I got all the tools here, and I put my working shirt, and we're ready to go about and change the oil. Right. So that's the fun part, always crawling under the car. So good thing is I'm skinny, I don't have to lift the truck up. So right now, let me see what I can do. Oops, sorry about that. There you have it. All right. Oops. All right. Right now I've got a little door there. I don't know if you can see it, and I'll have to undo some screws. I hope you can see. Okay, one down. So this is number 12. That's 12 millimeters. I really need to get me a power tool, my friends. Alright, I bumped this camera so many times I'm not even sure what you guys can see anymore. But there you go, a big reveal. Ta-da! Oh, plenty of garbage here from the road. But this is the bolt that I need to loosen next in order to let the oil out. But before I can let the oil out, I need to loosen the refill cap there so that it flows easily. I hope you like my system here to hold the hood up. That's because my struts here don't work anymore for whatever reason, so I had to invent something. All right, as we're ready to open up the bolt down at the oil bay, I need to loosen. Oh, hey, man, it's tight. Okay, let this out first. Okay, just wait a second. All right, 2 hands is always better than one. This is very tight, so I'm loosening this there. And let's see if I can put this camera down here somewhere so you guys can see better. Oh my goodness, I'm not a professional video maker. There you have it. What was my oil before now? Okay, as you can see, let me see if I can help. See, it was right at the mark there, and the mark is right there. Okay, so it was right at the mark. It was there, and the oil is, it is dark, but it's not very bad. And now I'm smelling it. Smells okay. Doesn't smell overly burnt. Okay, now with the dipstick removed and the oil refill cap here removed as well, we are ready to go back under the car. Maybe I should have done this first, and release the oil in preparation for a new one. And I just realized I don't have a funnel here. Okay, I almost forgot. I have to put everything back in. That's because I need to start the engine a little bit, and I'll just wait for the oil to move around a little bit, pick up maybe all the sludge, and so that when I do release it, it all goes down the way it's supposed to. All right. Yeah, there's my keys. There you have it. Maybe you don't have to do it, but I always do. Alright. While we're here, let me show you. There you go. That's how many, what's my mileage? That's 346,521 kilometers. And I'll put here how much is in miles. And I will be going to trip B, and I will be resetting it. And there you have it. So now I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for the oil to move around, splash around, pick up all the sludge, and then we're gonna go down underneath and remove it. How do you guys think it sounds? I think it sounds great. I love these Toyota D4D engines. They're very, very well made. very efficient, and they say it can last 1,000,000 kilometers properly maintained, and that's what I want to do, properly maintain them. This is a 4-cylinder diesel engine, 3.3 liter engine. I can't remember the horsepower now, but I believe it's 150 or 160 horsepower. It's an amazing car. Very, very good and very fuel efficient again. Perfect for the high prices of fuel in Malawi. All right, we're ready, and let me crawl back under here. I decided to get me a light, so let there be light. Ta-da! Hopefully we can see better. Oh. Perfect. Okay. This one here. Perfect. Where should I put you guys? Well, I thought I was recording while I opened this up, but at any rate, I used number 17 socket, a 17mm socket, and I brought here the oil catch can, and now it's releasing the oil. And next we have to go up and try to remember where the filter is, oil filter that is, and remove it. Okay, I have located the oil filter. You can see it over there, I think. Okay, I'm right there, I'm shining on it. It's right here, this one. So let me get my tool and try to remove it. This is the one I use. Set camera up for you guys. There you go. Yes, you can still see it. Okay. Don't have much room here, but of course it doesn't work. I think I need another tool, which I don't have. Okay, after a bit of struggle, I did find a good location for my big old tool here, and inch by inch I can undo it. All right. Camera's always in the wrong position. There you have it. I'm gonna make a mess. There you go. Okie dokie. Bring it over here. This is the old oil filter. As you can see, it was a genuine one as well. What's wrong with this lens? Got oil on it. Sorry about that. All right, so down there, the oil has
finished flowing out. The old oil filter is removed. I better make sure I have the right one. It's kind of too late now. Looking at the code there. Yep, it ends with YZZD2. That old one ends the same way with YZZD2. Perfect. I'll wait a few more minutes for all the oil to trickle out, and then we're gonna remove the air filter. So while the oil is still slowly trickling out, and I do want to wait until it's all done, we are going to go ahead and replace the air cleaner or air filter. And to replace it, okay, sorry about that. To replace it, I have these 4 clips here, and so 2 here, 2 on this side, and we can remove this cover, and yeah, we should be able to do it. Let me put my light here, although it doesn't really help much at this point. There you have it. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah. That's the old one, guys. It's quite dirty. Put a new one in. Okay. Got some dust here. Should get me the. I know what I'll do. I need a compressor. Alright, I decided to blow it with some compressed air. Before that, I do have to cover these holes here, obviously. I do not want to have dust go inside the engine, because dust is the enemy of engine. Alright, you can actually ruin it. So I got my little compressor here, and I will perfect. Okay, got my clean air filter here, and it's supposed to go with this paint dot there over here. I don't really know why. If you know, let me know. Maybe it has a meaning, because it's got one on this side and one on the other side too. So maybe this color is supposed to change after a while. I don't know. But we're installing the new air cleaner or air filter, putting this back in and popping the clips back in place, and we are done. Now let me open this once again. Here we have it, and we are just about ready to install the new oil filter. So I changed the oil and the oil filter and the air cleaner, air filter as well, every 5,000 kilometers, like I mentioned, or every 3,000 miles. But I also changed the diesel filter every 10,000 kilometers or 6,000 miles, or every other oil change. That's because the diesel, the fuel in Malawi here, it's probably not the cleanest. I know it's got plenty of ethanol and so on and so forth. So again, just to prolong the life of my engine, especially the injectors and everything. So anyways, this is the new oil filter. It's got a little bag here with what I see some Vaseline. The o-ring is already greased up, but I will still do it the way I know. But before we can do that, I can see there is some oil there, and we're gonna get the some paper towel, and I will attempt to remove the old oil that's still around here. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of mess there. Have it, see, over there. So this is the lip. That's where the oil filter goes into, screws into. That's where the seal is. And shut up, rooster. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The best I can. I guess it doesn't really matter, as I'll be driving. Gonna push the way. It's gonna be blown away by the wind, but I would rather not make a mess everywhere. Just come in here. Inside it's fine, I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but okay. What is this? Okay, I did my best to clean the place where the filter goes back into. Yeah, like I said, this is already looped a little bit, but the way I was taught to do it is to open the new clean oil and dab a little bit on the o-ring, just to be on the safe side. So I'm show you. I'm dabbing a little bit with my finger there and doing around and the threads as well. You just don't want this o-ring to be dry or get pinched as you screw it back in. That's not gonna be good. You're gonna have a possible engine failure if you don't take care of this. Okay, and after I've been doing this, I'm ready to install the new filter. Now, some people say you need to fill this with oil before you install it back, and I do not agree with that. I think that's wrong. That's a wrong approach to do it, and I'll explain to you why. First of all, in this vehicle, as you can see, I'll have to install it upside down. So even if I do refill with oil, you know, it's not gonna help me any. Secondly, if I put the oil, if I refill with oil here, I risk introducing contaminants in the oil, and so bypassing the you know, the purpose of the filter. So, you know, it's always best, even if you have to install the fuel filter, I mean the oil filter, even if you install it, you know, this way, and you could fill it, I think it's best not to do it. Just let the pump fill it up for you when you first start the car, and run it a bit, and then add that much more. And I think that's the safest approach to do this. Okay, you don't want to introduce contaminants from the air, from the seal, you know, from the dust in the air, whatever. You don't want to put it inside there and risk those contaminants getting into the engine. So let's install this. course, better make sure I don't touch anything here. Everything is dirty here. There you go. And although you undo this with a tool, you should only hand tighten it. Get a better position. Yes, that's according to the spec, and I know that because I just calibrated my hand last week. All right, next is going underneath, putting the screws back on the holes there and closing everything up so that we can refill with oil. All right, the oil is just about done evacuating from the engine, and now let's install the plug. Let me get underneath here. For that, I like to clean that place a little bit. Well, I'll put this one for the bolt first before I clean it with some brake fluid. There you go. Where is the hole? Okay. Just a little bit, cleaning it and spraying it. Oops. All right. Perfectos. Alright, and I'll tighten it back. Not very tight. I'll leave it as it is for now, because I want to refill the bay with oil, start the engine, and make sure we don't have any leaks, and then I'll install the cover. Rooster, you are annoying. Let's see where the rooster is. Where are you? Ah, it's on the other side of the fence. Oh, no, look at him, look at him. Get away from here. Get away from here. I'm trying to do a YouTube video. What's wrong with you? Alright, now we're ready to refill with oil, but I do have a problem, and that is I cannot find my funnel. I used to have one, but it disappeared. So I have to make my own out of a plastic oil cooking oil bottle. Oh, it's not gonna work. Well, it might. So my trusty old knife. Okie dokie. Let's put the oil in, guys. See if I can do this. Get my clean oil. we install the bolt underneath, right? We install the new oil filter, so we shouldn't be losing oil anywhere. And by the way, the type of oil Toyota recommends is this one, 15W40, for petrol or gas and diesel engine. Toyota genuine motor oil, specifically formulated for Toyota. I'm sure it is. I believe this engine takes 7 or 8 liters of oil, so we gotta open the other one and add a little bit more, and then add more as necessary. Let's see how much. It's just about 7 liters in. There. Now it's perfect 7. According to my eyeballs, they were calibrated too. Split some here. As I'm waiting for the new oil to trickle down so I can check the level, just want to show you something. Look how crappy the paper towels are here. They don't want to rip where they're supposed to. So look, they rip anywhere else but where they're supposed to, no matter what you try. Makes a mess everywhere. Look at it. Look. TIA. Let's get our oil dipstick in and see where we're at. There you have it, right on the money. You see it? It's right there. I told you my eyes were calibrated. Nice and clean. Look at it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'll put this in. Put a cover here. I mean the screw here over this. Oops. Hey, will not fall. All right, and we are going to start the engine. Let the oil be pumped around a little bit, because remember, our oil filter is still empty, so some oil is gonna go there, and I assume though when we stop the engine it's gonna trickle back into the oil bay anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference in this case, because the oil filter is not, you know, it's upside down basically. But yeah, still, let's turn the engine on and let it run for a bit, and then check the level again. Alright, let's see where we're at. I'm sure I was supposed to wait a bit longer so that it can trickle all back into the bay, but yeah, it's below, it's close to minimum. Well, it's close to half right now, if you guys can see there, but still have to wait a little bit, a couple minutes, for the oil to go all the way down into the bay so that we can have a proper measurement. In the meantime, I'll just go around, I'll see if there's a leakage underneath, and if it's not, I will reattach that cover, protection cover, and then we'll check the level again. All right, we're here under the car again. I do not see any leaks. This seems to be nice and dry. So let's reattach the cover, which is this one, if you remember, and then we'll go back up there and check the level one last time. This was number, what was it, 12? Yeah. Click, click. It's perfect. Oh man. Click, click. Perfect. That's according to spec, guys. Let's go back up. All right, we're back up, and let us check the oil level one last time. I'll have to drive in town today, and I'll check it later on today too, and also tomorrow early in the morning. Where are we? So we are at half right now. There you go. So let me add a little bit more. Where's my trusty funnel? There, and I need almost a half a liter. That should be just about right. Okie dokie. Click, click. This is in. And everything is okay. Air cleaner is inside. That's good. The oil filter is nice and good and secure. We are just about done. I said we're just about done because there is only one last thing to do. So ever since, I want to say 2012, but might be 2013. So ever since then, I have kept a track of all the expenses related to the vehicles of the ministry, and also it helps me keep a track of when I did the last oil change, when I do my service, and when I need to do it next. So that's the last part, that is to input all this information into my phone, into my app. It's called it's called the Car Manager, and I'll put the info about the expenses, how much it costs, the mileage right now, and when it needs to be refilled again. I mean, not refilled, but serviced again. So that's what I'll do next. I'm going to Car Manager, and you can see here, this is Toyota Prado, and maintenance, it says here, is due in, it's over 176 kilometers overdue. It's 176 kilometers overdue. It's not a big deal, I don't think so. So let's do this then. Click on it, and right now, like I said, we are at 346,521. So if we add 5,000 to that, that will be 351,521. So basically maintenance next due is at 5,000 or in 5,345 kilometers. That's because current odometer there is not a real amount. Okay, so again 346,000 plus 5,000, that's 351,521. Next, maintenance date, I like to change it at least every 6 months. So even if the car sits and does nothing, I like to change it within 6 months. If not, if I don't reach 5,000, but I usually do that. So April, it'll be May, June, July, August, September, October. So October 14, exactly in 6 months, maintenance will be due. Oil change, yeah, that's it. I know what it is. Next is to add the cost. Okay, now don't get scared. These are not dollar amounts. This app does not support the Malawi kwacha, the local currency. So you know, I put dollars, but it's Malawi kwacha. So next, what I'll do, I'm adding the cost of the filters and the oil that I got this time around from Toyota Malawi. That's 114,764.20. Select category, that's maintenance, and I'm putting here oil, oil filter, air cleaner. All right, and that's done, and that's done. Okay, yeah, that's the total cost that I spent in this car so far. I've had this car since 2017, so for the past 5 years, that's 5.9 million. Ouch, that's a lot of money. Yeah, here 1.2 million, 1.3 million there. Yeah, it's not expensive, it's not cheap, I mean. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this fairly long video. I'm sorry if it's too long, but this is how I do it. All it's remaining next is to stop the engine, let it cool down a little bit. I'll check it again in an hour or 2 hours or so, and of course tomorrow morning, and once a week or so I still check the levels of the level of the engine oil anyways, to make sure that I'm not losing anything, it's not leaking anywhere. So I hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye now.